to have an entrance with you, I would just, because we saw already like a bit of a cosmos of what you're doing, you know, like very different things. So perhaps you start introducing yourself. Who are you actually? What are you doing?
Wow, that's like a big question.
Exactly.
Who am I? I'm not sure if I can answer this. I do work in different projects, all in the same time. So it's a big overlapping of many different projects. And I think it's a way to, it's also a way to learn, like to be in different positions, in different projects, in different collaborations. So I think I really believe that art is a collaborative process. And so I think that I'm trying to set up ways of meeting people and exchange with those people in different modes, in different forms, so yeah, like this is like a choreographic research, and it contains a lot of my recent interests, which is like really like drawing gestures, going into a very like precise writing of a choreography, and like questioning how like shaping the body, shaping gestures, shaping positions can bring like states of consciousness or sensations or textures, or so how we can through form and through these drawing gestures achieve some different emotions or states. Or so I think this is one of my interests now.
I mean, coming to this piece, perhaps, what we just saw, Run Fast, Bite Hard. So there is obviously this aspect of collage, but perhaps it's even more. I mean, there's a lot of attachment and detachment that is happening, not only to different things that you are dealing with, material, we could say, but also with the body, which then becomes material.
Yeah.
So is this how you start in your research to set the ground for material in general, including your body?
Yeah, like for many years I would start talking about my work, saying this, that it's like taking the body as matter, as material. So really taking this as a ground, or in a very simple way, like taking the bones and flesh and liquids and skin and hair and holes. So how we could approach the body this very, very materialistic way. And then from this ground, we can connect with other matter, other materials, so that we are not, I'm always like fighting with this when I'm teaching or when I'm sharing this in workshops, that those things, and I really like to call them things or matter, they are not objects. So this is very different. So first of all, I'm trying really to work with things that they don't have a specific shape. So it's different to work with a glass or a bottle. So I'm trying to work with these formless things. So they can bring texture, color, weight, and so they are not objects. They don't contain like a specific meaning or a use. And also when I'm calling something an object, then I'm getting far from it. Because if this is an object, I am the subject. And then I am the one who thinks, who takes decisions, who use this. And if I'm taking this as a matter, and if I'm also matter, then we can meet in another way. So then we can meet through texture, through skin, through holes, through this attaching and detaching. Then we can share these qualities of matter.
Yeah, and that there was a lot of different relations that were built up, and through those relations, meaning was always shifting, which was very interesting. So, as you say, there's not you as a subject and the objects, but there's always a new constellation between sometimes even you and your hand, or you and your fingers, or I still see a hole in your...
Yeah.
And of course, there's also, and talking about this aspect about sensuality or eroticism, which which even appears through the care that you are, or the things and you are sharing.
Yeah, I'm a very Georges Bataille person, so I'm reading a lot about, like, for a long time that was my main, like, reference and reading and studying, and so this approach to eroticism, that is, it's true matter, it's true. So what I think it's very beautiful in Bataille's thought, and what I bring in a lot to the studio and to this experience with things, is that he says that, like, in between people and in between things, there is an abyss. So there is a big hole, there is a discontinuity. And then the eroticism would be this impulse to cross this abyss, to try to reach the other, so to try to merge with the other. So like a sexual relation would be like one moment of this, so that the bodies, they are together, they are penetrating each other, or they are melting. But that's very brief. It's very like it's a short moment, and then we are getting separated again, and then again the same abyss, and so again we are alone, again we are feeling like one and this big discontinuity. So then Bataille says that this is the eroticism it's actually something that we will only solve when we die, because then we can finally merge with the earth. Then we find this continuity that we are all the time searching for. But I think that this is my search with the materials. I'm searching for continuity and discontinuity, and how we can merge and how we can come together and then come apart, come together and come apart, and bringing this and building this or trying to cross this abyss in between. So I think there is a lot of the eroticism in this, and it's a big question, it's a big theme for me.